HarperCollins and HarperAudio present Better, a memoir about wanting to die by Arianna Rebolini. This is the author. For Brendan. Come, my beloved, consider the lilies. Anne Sexton, from the poem From the Garden. This book is not a suicide note. Simon Critchley, from the book Suicide. Author's note. In 2015, I published an essay on Jennifer Niven's depiction of suicide in her debut young adult novel, All the Bright Places, explored through the context of my own high school suicide attempt. The essay, piecemeal, traveled with me through versions of this book, whittled down to 3 paragraphs about the day I decided to kill myself. Me at 15 years old, walking hazily from class to class. Then, later that night, standing in the bathroom holding a fistful of pills as my parents slept upstairs. I'd been reading those sentences through edits and rewrites for close to a decade, and still I could feel my body within each scene as if it had happened yesterday. Except it didn't happen. Not yesterday, not 20-odd years ago. The day I'd been describing never happened, at least not as I'd remembered and then set down as fact. I didn't discover this discrepancy until I was cleaning up the final draft of Better, verifying typed journal entries against the messy pages in my time-worn notebooks. I've been depressed and/or suicidal for most of my life, and there's a wealth of vague source material to bolster my false memory. But what I'd long forgotten is that I'd actually written extensively on the day I decided to kill myself. Checking in every few hours, each entry revealing further psychological disintegration until I swallowed the pills. I found these entries while looking for another. It had happened when I was 20. I scrambled to rework the scene and panicked about the already published essay. I'd lied. I hadn't known I was lying. Indeed, if I was lying to the readers, I was also lying to myself. But still, what I wrote was inaccurate. Should I try to find and alert someone on staff at the site that had been through multiple rebrands and reorgs since my article ran? Should I ask them to run a correction? And what would it say? The author tried to overdose on ibuprofen when she was 20 years old, not 15, as an earlier version stated. She wanted to die then, too. Does the difference matter? Does your answer change if I tell you that there were no external effects, that no one knew what had happened until I wrote about it, that the drama unfolded entirely in my head and hands and belly? What is truth in memory? In her essay on keeping a notebook, Joan Didion narrows down the purpose of her record-keeping, its truth, into the phrase, how it felt to me. She describes disagreeing with friends and family members over the details of her recollections, and she admits she's unbothered by their claims that her memories are flawed. She's not very skilled at or interested in keeping factual records. Whether something happened or merely might have happened doesn't matter, for my purposes, she qualifies, because it doesn't change the felt, embodied reality of the past as it exists in the present, what it feels like and what it means now. Acknowledging the very real possibility that her memory of a snowy August night in Vermont might be wrong, Didion writes, maybe no one else felt the ground hardening and summer already dead even as we pretended to bask in it, but that was how it felt to me, and it might as well have snowed, could have snowed, did snow. It turns out I didn't spend what I thought might be my last hours saying silent goodbyes to classmates and teachers, but I might as well have, could have. If I hadn't discovered evidence of the opposite, I'd swear I did. All of this is to say that Better is a book obsessed with both memory and meaning. And though I have confirmed my memories to the best of my ability, I am fundamentally more concerned with truth.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?